Hi, my name is Shamaz Quince, and my topic is obesity. What is obesity? Obesity can be defined in two different ways. A medical condition in which excess body fat has accumulated to the extent that it may have a negative effect on health, or according to the American College of Sports Medicine, a body mass index of 25 to 29.9 kilograms and 30 kilograms or greater, respectively. Now, however, over the years, obesity has been a very controversial topic, trying to decide if it is a disease or if it is a disorder. But in 2013, the American Medical Association decided that it is considered a disease. Their statement reads, a reason the AMA decided in favor of obesity as a disease is that it will decrease the stigma of obesity that comes with the widespread thought that it is just the outcome of excessive eating and not enough exercise. Doctors say some people do not have complete control of their weight. Additionally, the council recognizes that obesity fits some medical criteria of a disease, like impairing body function. What is the cause of obesity? Obesity can be caused by a number of factors, and just to kind of name a few, lack of sleep, with genetics, medications, diet intake, and a person's environment. Overeating, lack of physical activity, and genetics are some of the most common ways that lead to obesity. Overeating leads to weight gain, particularly if the diet is high in fat or sugar. For example, fast food, cakes, fried foods, candy, pretty much anything high in fat or sugar that has high caloric intake and a small amount of food. And genetics. A child is more likely to become obese if one or both parents are obese. Due to genetic hormones that are involved in fat regulation are affected, for example, leptin deficiency. So, leptin is a hormone that is produced in fat cells, which controls weight by signaling the brain to eat less when body fat stores are too high. If the body cannot produce enough leptin to tell the body to eat less, this is when particularly obesity occurs. How can it be diagnosed? Obesity can be diagnosed by calculating your BMI, taking a general physical exam, typically reviewing a person's health history, or taking recommended tests from a healthcare provider. Taking blood tests may also help in the process of diagnosing obesity. It will help to determine if the individual has high cholesterol or fasting glucose, as well as determine if the individual if their thyroid or liver is functioning properly. When calculating an individual's body mass index, it is determined by an estimate of a person's body fat. Healthy weight in an adult is defined as the appropriate body weight in relation to a person's height. Just taking a general physical exam can help determine if someone is obese based off of a person's exercise habits, weight loss efforts, and eating habits. Interesting information about obesity. Just to kind of read off of a few. In 2016, internationally, 41 million preschool children were overweight. Obesity is preventable with supportive environment and community. And eating a healthy diet and regular physical activity can help prevent obesity and maintain a healthy body. And a quote at the bottom, which I thought was pretty interesting. Surprisingly, Australia is the most obese country in the world as of 2012, with a 26% obesity rate, despite being a sport-loving nation. Special considerations for exercise testing. An exercise test is not usually necessary in an individual that is overweight or obese. Individuals that are obese or overweight are at risk for other health concerns such as hypertension, which is associated with CVD risk. Depending on the individual's status, musculoskeletal and or orthopedic conditions may require the need for use for using leg or arm ergometry. Potentially low exercise capacity may demand a low initial workload in small increments. Exercise equipment must be adequate to meet the weight specifications for individuals for safety and collaboration purposes. Special considerations for exercise training. The duration of moderate to vigorous intensity physical activity should initially progress to at least 30 minutes per day. Resistance training does not result in clinically significant weight loss. However, resistance exercise may enhance muscular strength and physical function. There may be an additional health benefits of participating in resistance exercise, such as improvement in DM and CVD risk factors, which is both diabetes and cardiovascular disease. To promote long-term weight loss maintenance, individuals should progress to at least 250 minutes per week of moderate to vigorous exercise. The fifth recommendation for aerobic in overweight or obese individuals, you definitely want to have it to 5 or more days per week. The initial intensity, which is the very start of the program, you want it to have it about 40 to 59%, and then progress to vigorous, which is about 60 or more percent for greater health benefits. The time, you want to do it 30 minutes per day or accumulate 150 minutes per week, then eventually increase to 60 minutes per day, or accumulate 250 to 300 minutes per week. The type will be rhythmic activities using large muscle groups, which should be prolonged. So exercises such as cycling, walking, swimming are definitely good aerobic exercises for the individual. For the fifth recommendation for resistance and flexibility, both of these can be done 2 to 3 days per week. Resistance intensity, you want to go 60 to 70% to start off, with gradually increasing to enhance strength and muscle mass. Flexibility, it's just typically stretched to the point of you feeling tightness or slight discomfort. The time and type, resistance, you want to go for the time, you want to go for you're going to have 2 to 4 sets of 7 to 12 repetitions of the of large muscle major groups. The type, you can do free weights or resistance machines. Either one, they definitely have benefits of. Flexibility, you want to hold it for at least 10 to 30 seconds with 2 to 4 repetitions of each exercise. And the type, you can do dynamic, static, and or PMF stretches. And this is my works cited, and that was my presentation on obesity.